Thank you guys for coming. I'm very happy to be here. So I'm not a public speaker, I'm not showman, I'm just an entrepreneur and CEO of our company. So why I'm speaking today, why I'm sharing our experience, I'm gonna tell you soon, because story, transparency have played a big role in our success, in our business. So let me start. Just look at this picture. It's me. Just 12 years ago, I worked in McDonald's, swept floor in McDonald's. I didn't want to earn money in McDonald's. I just wanted to see how this business works inside. I just wanted to. It was my university. So I didn't work in McDonald's for long, just for 5 days. I worked in several pizzerias in St. Petersburg. It's a city in Russia. And then I came back to Syktyvkar. That is Syktyvkar. It's located in the far north of Russia. It's quite a small city. And I need to say that at that time, I was a failed entrepreneur. My first business, it was bookstore, failed, and I became bankrupt, and I had a lot of debts, and I just wanted to start new business, new venture. And I decided to open a pizzeria. That is how my native city looks like. You need to see it. It's not a winter. It's early summer, or maybe autumn. So, and I opened my first pizza store in 2011. That's how it looked like. That's snow at the left. And just let me tell you what our company now, what have we achieved just for 12 years. So now Dodo Pizza consists of 925 pizzerias in 17 countries. We have pizza delivery. We focus mainly on delivery. Pizza delivery restaurants. The model, the concepts is quite similar with Domino's Pizza or Pizza Hut delivery. But we have quite developed dining menu. And we, for example, in Russia now, we are the biggest sellers of coffee. It's interesting that in Russia it's very popular to buy coffee in a pizzeria. So we have quite developed digital. I will tell about that soon. So, and now our pizzerias work in 17 countries. In some countries we are leaders. We are leaders not in, just in Russia, in Kazakhstan, in Lithuania. We worked in such, for us, exotic countries like Nigeria. It's quite successful business in our chain. Now we have 10 pizzerias in Lagos and Abuja. It's the capital of Nigeria, and that's how our customers in Nigeria looks like. We have quite successful business in Europe, in Eastern Europe. So that's how our European pizzerias look like. And the last country where we open our pizzeria is United Arab Emirates. Dubai. So, what about net sales? That is the sales of all our chain. This year we expect that it will be more than $1 billion. And it's not just, I don't want to show off, just want to show you the scale of our business now. And if you open an article of, in Wikipedia, which is called top 100 world QSR chains. We are now on 72, and we are the youngest company in this list because we are just 12 years old, and even our neighbors, it's 30, 40 years. So the main question I want to ask now, that's how we have achieved such results just in 12 years, because I started from scratch, from the middle of nowhere, because even in Russia, Syktyvkar, it's not big city. And I'm gonna share my insights, my main insights, because I understand that Vietnam now, it's not the biggest country in the world. It's not like a center of the world. We are like I can compare Syktyvkar and Vietnam. So I think it might be useful thoughts for you. So I think that there are three main key factors of our success. They are transparency, technologies, and internet. And I'm gonna tell you in more detailed way what do I mean. So let's start from technologies. We are not just a pizza company, we are not just restaurant company or QSR company. We can say that we are tech company as well. So, and what was our big idea from scratch? Because when I worked in McDonald's, I didn't want just open one pizza store or just a traditional pizza store. I had an idea. So, and first of all, I need to explain you what was the big idea of McDonald's, what was the factor of success of McDonald's. If you watched the movie Founder, I strictly recommend to watch this movie. It's a movie about McDonald's. Take this shot from this movie. And brothers McDonald's, they had small restaurants, and once they decided to close it and to reinvent the model. And they went to this tennis court and started to design new system. So what did brothers McDonald's do? They created new model, new production model. They combine assembly line. I mean the approach for production, which was invented in the automobile industry by Henry Ford. They combined this approach with very popular product, burgers. And they started to produce food in the restaurants like with the principles of factories. And this allowed them to increase productivity, to decrease prices, to make the quality more consistent, service more consistent, and that made revolution. And then, when they created this model, they started, then Ray Kroc joined McDonald's, and they started to scale this business using capital and passion and energy of entrepreneurs, which became partners, which became franchisees of McDonald's, and then such way McDonald's built a big world empire, huge company. So, and 12 years ago in Syktyvkar, I thought about McDonald's, I thought about how could I create a business which could scale in future globally without money, without capital. And I decided, when I was in McDonald's or when I worked in another pizzerias, I saw a lot of inefficiency. I saw a lot of mistakes which people make, and I decided to connect technologies with QSR, with especially pizza delivery business, and create something like smart pizzeria. What does it mean? Now it's called food tech. 12 years ago I didn't know this word, but I just wanted to increase productivity, manageability of pizzeria. I wanted to make everything transparent and then scale it. My idea was to connect pizza makers, delivery guys, managers together. So, and make everything transparent. When you make something transparent, you can manage it, you can improve it. So why did I choose pizza? Because I intentionally didn't want to reinvent the wheel. Before pizza business, I developed bookstore chain. And once I realized that this business wouldn't have huge perspectives because the market was decreasing, and I wanted to find very popular product, very simple product, and make it better using something new and using technologies. So, and when I opened my first pizza store, we started to develop our own information system. So I was the first product manager and first designer of our information system. So, and now it occurred that we achieved all goals that I planned 12 years ago, but now we have a big digital service, which help us to manage all operations on all our pizzerias. I know that a lot of us now have one question: what is the difference? Because now any food restaurant, any players have their own information systems. They could use some universal systems. They do not develop their own, but they have it. So what is the difference? There are two key differences. The first difference is that we call it a combination of expertise. What does it mean? We call us sometimes cyber companies. So we develop not only offline product, our franchise is included IT system. And it means that it's how, for example, we have now 300 developers inside our company. It's not outsourcing. It means that we could go deep. We are making ideal system for specific business. That we can not only digitalize processes that already exist in a business. We can change something in offline business using technologies. So our developers, they really go to the kitchen. They try to find solutions how to make all small operations better. So it's like approach of Apple. For example, Android could be used in any hardware, but Apple develops special software for special hardware, and this combination allows them to create a really great product. So the second difference is the internet. So it's sometimes people do not see difference between systems or software which is like web service but now all software is like web service. But 12 years ago it was a very risky approach. What does it mean? All our system is website, so it's very easy to connect different devices, different parts of our businesses together. We can digitalize even small operation in the kitchen. We can just install tablet, or we can give a phone to manager or smartwatches and connect together and collect information and try to make all operations better. So the second great benefit is that we can control, monitor a lot of data in real time. So we can make decisions very fast. Of course, we can update system just every minute because it's a website. And when I started this developing of our system, a lot of people said me that it's very risky because if we don't have internet, our business stops. So, but now, even in Nigeria, where sometimes we do not have light, electricity, so it works. It really works, and it gives a lot of us a lot of advantages. As I said, we have managed to create a quite big system. We don't use any other software in our business. That is like a digital basement of our business. So you can scan this QR code, and if you follow this link, you will see a site with a map of the world. And in this map, you can see every order in our pizzeria, even in Vietnam, in Ho Chi Minh now, in real time, because all data is in real time in our chain. So that is the first big factor of our success. Second and third is internet and transparency. First of all, about internet. So I wouldn't be here if we don't have internet. Internet now gives opportunity for everybody from every part of our earth, every country, to tell about his product, to find partners, to find investors, to find colleagues, teammates. So, for example, there is one guy from Kazakhstan who worked in a railway station, and he started to make music. And it occurred that he became world famous. It's DJ Imanbek, and he took Emmy prize, the world top prize for musicians, and because of internet. So, and internet gave me an opportunity to make this big story. Because, I'll tell you, and transparency together. So, there is a very interesting feature of our company. So, it's transparency. When I started business, I decided to make something like a reality show for my business. Why? Because I wanted to attract attention. I thought that it would be good advertisement, promotion of my future franchise, and I started to tell everything about business, about my dreams, about even my fears. It was a real personal story, and I was absolutely transparent about numbers, really. I said, people, I got money from bank. I didn't know would be I successful or not, but read this blog, and it occurred that my pizzeria became profitable in the second month, the life of our business, and I started to get a lot of requests from many cities in Russia and even from other countries where people understand Russian to get franchise, to have an approval to launch the same business in their cities. And it was weird because I was business which was very young, but people trusted me because of this transparency. So, and my business grew. I described that all our paths in this blog, and all our franchisees were readers of my blog, and they started to visit Syktyvkar, and some of them asked me, I said, we are not ready for franchise, we're just a small business, but people asked me, and then I answered them, we can copy everything. We don't need any payments, you can get it for free, because if you would make successful business, it make me a little bit happy because I would feel that I make something good. And it's interesting that most of people who started their business copying us, we opened everything, kitchen, recipes, technologies. Later they converted their business to Dodo because they understand that this approach, transparency, partnership, could make both sides more successful. So, and that is how our chain grew. We didn't promote our franchise in any traditional channels like in special sites. We didn't do that. We found all our strong franchisees like just in social media. So, but all these franchisees, they were young entrepreneurs. They didn't have resources to develop business, and in Russia, it's almost impossible to get money in the bank if you don't have assets. You can't. So, and we had a big challenge how to finance our franchisee partners. So, and we invented a first crowdfunding platform in Russia. We made special program where we connected young entrepreneurs who wanted to develop our business, who wanted to have franchise, with private investors who followed my blog as well. Because there were people who didn't want to operate themselves, they did have money to invest. So, and all this on the basis of our digital platform, which gave to private investors transparency. They could control everything sales in the business, and they were sure that everything would be transparent. Maybe we didn't give them guarantee of success. Of course, it's business, but we gave them guarantee of transparency. So, and that helped us to finance the growth of our chain. So what else did transparency and openness gave us? I can say that transparency, it's really engine, the big engine for our business. We made all numbers inside our company, I mean even profit, for everybody transparent. You know that partners of some big franchise chains, they don't know about sales of their neighbors with the same brand. But we did opposite, and that motivated entrepreneurs a lot, because I think when entrepreneur knows that somebody could make better results in the same city, he wants to overcome, it's competition. And that competition was very productive, because people share the knowledge, because they didn't compete in one market, in different markets, and they share, they try help each other, because when all participants in the chain are successful, the brand is growing, and that is a success and profit for everybody. So, and we are transparent for customers as well. That's our philosophy, to be transparent. And that is why I'm here, because all these 12 years I have shared knowledge with entrepreneurs, and I know that if I do that, sometimes it would come me back with something value. It really worked. So, and we are transparent for customers. We, for example, install web cameras on the kitchen and show kitchen how the pizza is made for a certain customer, and what does it give. I mean, this approach. Somebody will think that it's just web camera, okay, but it influences a lot on our teams in the kitchen, because everybody in the kitchen, it influences a lot on our culture, because everybody in the kitchen understands that we are transparent. We don't want to hide anything, and we can't hide anything. That's why we need to make great product, clean, fast, and it really works. And transparency helped us to find investments, because as I said, we developed our information system from scratch, and IT development requires a lot of money. It's very expensive to create a big system. So, and we needed investments, and I didn't manage to raise capital from professional investors in Russia, because I had at that time like 10 pizzerias, and nobody believed in my huge plans, and they said it's very difficult to develop IT system and develop retail business at the same time, and investors didn't believe. And then I started the biggest crowdfunding case in Russian history, in business history. I just announced in my blog that I started take small investments, and more than 200 private investors, ordinary people, managers, engineers, teachers, scientists, they just invested money in our company, and we raised more than $2 million dollars, and it was a huge sum for us at that time. And I even make a bet with one private investor. He said on Facebook, wrote in Facebook that we wouldn't raise capital from the internet, and he failed. And he worked one day as a cashier in Dodo Pizza. He was a man of word because he lose this bet. And talents. When we were growing in Russia, we needed talents, and we were in Syktyvkar. You know, it's a very small city. How I could attract people to go to Syktyvkar? And blog transparency helped me. That is a very bright example. That is our CFO. He works in our company now, and he worked for Bank of America Merrill Lynch in London. He was an investment banker, and he was the reader of my blog at the same time, when I started crowdfunding, he decided to give me a small sum of money as investment. He explained me then that he did it because he wanted to read with more interest this blog. And then he read this blog, and then he decided to join us, and he sent me a letter. And because once he believed this big dream could be real, and if I wouldn't be transparent, I couldn't attract so experienced, competent people. And I think people is the main capital of our company. Because our product it's an intellectual product, digital franchise. So what's next? In our story, we have just 12 years. But in these 12 years, we had so many business adventures. We entered once American market. We closed pizzerias in America, but we gained a lot of experience. We were in UK. We still have business in UK, but now because of political situation, it's very sad. But we needed to stop development in the United Kingdom. So we had a great adventure in China. So we tried to create a special pizza format based on Roman style of pizza in China. We created a special, very creative team in China. And we stopped this business. Now we still have one pizzeria in China, but we stopped corporate business because of COVID, because we needed to choose the main market. So we all these 12 years we were trying to check ideas, to try it our path. And 3 years ago, we decided to switch, to reinvent our company. And we realized if we made very big, efficient IT system and the IT expertise in our company for pizza, why we do not use such approach for another mass market concept? And we decided to start inside our company startups just with popular products and popular models, and we started doner kebab concept and coffee shop concept. So just a few words about our venture, coffee venture. Now we have 15 coffee shops in Russia, Dubai and Kazakhstan. So, and we are making this startup using existing resources. And our resources are, of course, bigger than 12 years ago. I mean, it's IT expertise, it's not our experience in food service business. So our idea is to reinvent or make experience of daily assumption of coffee more convenient, better, using mobile app. So coffee is one of the most frequent product in the market because a lot of people buy coffee just twice a day. Not pizza. Our average consumption of pizza is, in all chain, 1 pizza a month. But in the coffee now, we just started. We have like 9 visits a month for all customers. A lot of customers visit us like in other coffee shops twice or 3 times a day. So, and we decided if people are so maybe addicted to coffee or tea or some small pleasures, drink pleasures, why we couldn't improve this daily experience using a mobile app. So we set a goal to have 100% orders in mobile app. And now we have a new coffee shop with new layout, new design, which we don't have any cash desk, just a special table with screens where you could find your ready product with your name and number of order. And we have 99% of mobile orders, and we have like 400 or 450 orders per day. This coffee shop just started. So, and I strongly believe in this concept. Of course, it wouldn't take all the market, but it couldn't be a niche for this concept. And this concept this product is everywhere, like a pizza, coffee now. And it's my first visit of Vietnam. Was surprised how many coffee shops are there in Ho Chi Minh. Like in Moscow. Moscow loves coffee as well. So just you can download our app to see how it works, because I think it's quite an unusual app. It's not like usual e-commerce app. We try to make it very emotional. Just small video how it works. That is our new coffee shop, which doesn't have any cash desk. Everything is open. Coffee bar is open, and there is only this is smart table in the center where our guests can take drinks. So that's how it works. So, and we see a lot of value in digital experience, how we could make daily routine more emotional, more convenient with this approach, a combination of digital and offline experience. Few words about our development in Vietnam and Ho Chi Minh. We are here because of our partners. We started international business I think 7 years ago. We had 12 years, 7 years ago, and all our international partners, they came to us and asked about partnership. So the main reason why we are here, because we believe in partners who see opportunities of this market and ready to invest in this market. We opened our first store in when it was COVID. It was a very tough time for everybody in our industry and for all society. So we have in Vietnam master franchise partners, and we have it would be only long-term business. It's you know that I think here there are people from industry, and you know that it needs time to establish great team, to create a brand, to create supply chain, and to adapt marketing, to adapt menu for local taste needs. So it would be a long story, and but as I said, I'm first time here, but I'm very surprised how our Vietnamese team localized our menu, how pizzerias looks like. Now we have 4 pizzerias, big plans. We started from Ho Chi Minh, but of course we want to scale business in other cities as well. So, and some final words about our company today. So you know that for our country, from where I started, it's a tough time now for business, especially for companies who want to develop business globally, internationally. So we had to move our international headquarters from Britain to Dubai, and now we are in Dubai, and we focus now on Dubai and Middle East market, of course, and the international markets. Of course, we are leaders, absolute leaders now in Russia, and in Russia we have more than 40,000 employees, and that is great responsibility for them, for my franchisee partners, and business in Russia. Of course, I'm responsible for it as well. So, and we feel our mission in this tough time to show that Russia is not only war, it might be efficient, good, transparent business as well. And our big dream, big motivation is to develop business globally with partnership with different entrepreneurs from different cultures, different countries, but with common values. That's all. Thank you very much.